Classic athletics are an extension of the educational process, and the athletic arena is the coach's classroom. Remember, do what's right. Attitude is for everyone. To help ensure the safest and most comfortable atmosphere, the host event staff will diligently maintain established security procedures and activities. This will require complete cooperation by all competing teams, contest officials, and fans. Security will always have priority over convenience. Therefore, if you are requested to cooperate with event personnel in any manner, please do so promptly. Your assistance will enable event staff to fulfill its responsibilities. And a reminder that artificial noisemakers are not allowed at this tournament, so please refrain from using any kind of artificial noisemaker. Thank you. The possession, distribution, and consumption of alcoholic beverages and other illegal substances are prohibited at the site and on any affiliated property of the IHSA State Series contest. State Series hosts are required to make all State Series contest sites and any affiliated property, including parking lots, fan accommodation areas, and other school or event venue property, alcohol-free zones on the date or dates of any IHSA event being held at the site. Event staff will enforce this policy. At this time, East Peoria High School would like all fans to know that an AED is located inside the stadium and in the press box. Please make a mental note of this in the event of a cardiac emergency. On behalf of the Board of Directors and the administration staff, the Soccer Advisory Committee, and the member schools of the Illinois High School Association, welcome to this championship game of the Class 1A Boys Soccer Tournament. Our competition is conducted under the rules and regulations adopted by the IHSA and member schools. Sport a winning attitude. Do what's right. Remember, attitude is for everyone.
And welcome to the IHSA 1A State Championship. Nathan Believa with you here from Eastside Center in East Peoria. Alton Marquette taking on Chicago University High School in this state championship game. Chicago University High will have their best finish in boys soccer no matter what happens today. They are looking for their first state championship in a boys team sport since the tennis team won 2 years ago, and they're looking for their 7th on the boys side in school history and to go with the girls tennis title from last weekend. On the Alton Marquette side, they've won boys soccer twice, 2012 and 2017 right here at East Peoria, and a handful of these players playing today were part of that title in 2017 when Alton Marquette went 17-6. Different head coach this time around
to both teams,
and they're looking for their third title. Actually, under 3
for the presentation of the starting lineups
in
thank you
their school history for Alton Marquette. We take a look at the keys for the match today. And first, for Chicago University High School, they want to win the midfield and they want to move quickly to get into the attacking third. They really did that well yesterday in the second half, and that led to 3 goals in the second half of play yesterday for Chicago University High School as the Maroons improved to 21-3-2 with goals from Jaden Lynch, Tyler Pompaselli, and Julian Mondragon. For Alton Marquette, well, they really need to capitalize off of their momentum from yesterday when they won in penalty kicks. And the second key for them today is to attack. They were a little bit passive in the first half yesterday. They fell behind 2-0. They switched up their formation, and they really got things going on the right foot and in the right direction. The second half with a goal to tie it. Overtime went to a stalemate, and they won in penalty kicks. So those are the keys for the game here in the state championship game for Alton Marquette yesterday. Aaron Bolt scored their first goal with 2 seconds left in the first half on a free kick. Then he set up Luke Atkinson's second goal, which came 2 minutes and 10 seconds into the second half to get the setup on that one to tie the game. And then they went to penalty kicks. In penalty kicks, Atkinson went over the bar. Bolches was saved, so they missed their first two, but then they got goals from Lafada to tie it at 1. They got a goal from Justin Atkinson to tie it at 2, and Noah McClintock got the goal to
the
win
IHSA
it
Board of Directors and member
3-2.
schools expect
In
and
yesterday's
promote good sportsmanship by
second
all athletes,
semifinal,
coaches,
Bolch had a
students,
goal,
parents, and
and
spectators.
Atkinson had a goal as well. They
Request
did
your
not give an
cooperation by
assist
supporting the
on either of
participants
those
and
from
officials in a
yesterday, so
positive
that was the
manner.
setup for
Do what's right.
yesterday's
Thank
contest.
you.
Alton Marquette 19-3-5, and Chicago University High School 21-3-2. Hector on PA is going to introduce you to all of our competitors and our officials, and we'll get ready for the kickoff here, the 1A state title game.
East Side Center. The officials for this match will be the referee, Mr. Jay Weiss. AR1 will be Tony Baines. AR2, Mr. Kevin Parker. And the fourth official, Mr. Steve West. Now, let's meet the teams for this championship game. For the visiting team, the Explorers of Marquette Catholic, who enters the match with a record of 19 wins, 3 losses, and 5 ties. Please meet Coach Tim Gold, who has a career record of 118 wins, 50 losses, and 11 ties for a career of 7 years. For the home team, the Maroons of UI Chicago, who enters the match with a record of 21 wins, 3 losses, and 2 ties. Please meet Coach Josh Potter, who has a career record of 53 wins, 9 losses, and 5 ties for a career of 3 years. Now it's time to meet the starting players. First for the visiting Explorers of Marquette Catholic. In goal, senior number 1, Joseph Goldstarf. Senior forward number 2, Aaron Bolsch. Sophomore midfielder number 5, Isaac Hendrickson. Senior forward number 6, Noah McClintock. Freshman midfielder number 8, Trey Davis. Senior midfielder number 11, Nick Lafada. Sophomore defender number 16, Justin Atkinson. Sophomore defender number 17, Lucas Gratton. Sophomore defender number 19, Matt Lauer. Senior defender number 21, Brett Terry. And senior forward number 24, Luke Atkinson. And now the starting lineup for the Maroons of UI Chicago. In goal, junior number 1, Hunter Heyman. Senior midfielder number 3, Jaden Lynch. Junior defender number 6, Julian Mondragon. Senior forward number 9, Stanley Shapiro. Senior defender number 11, Will Conan. Senior forward number 18, Tyler Pomposelli. Senior midfielder number 19, Mickey Clefney. Senior midfielder number 21, Miles Rochester. Junior midfielder number 23, Alex Ball. Senior defender number 26, Zach Leslie. And freshman defender number 28, Evan Solberg. We will not have a national anthem as it was already played. We just want to wish both teams good luck and have a great game.
He's going to take it himself for a championship.
A double play wins it the break. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. Makayatan touchdown.
Into the layup goes at the buzzer.
Elijah wins it. The championship.
The 2019 IHSA Soccer Championships are brought to you by Country Financial. Preparing for your financial future doesn't have to be complicated. Take it one simple step at a time at TakeSimpleSteps.com. And by Liuna, proud partner of the IHSA. For more information, visit liunacareers.org.
Welcome back to East Peoria, Illinois at Eastside Center. Nathan Beleva with you as we're ready to get the state championship game underway in 1A. The Maroons will be going right to left here in the first half with Alton Marquette wearing the all-whites. And a couple players for the Maroons ran off of the field to go, I don't know if they had to go change the shorts. If they're sliding shorts for a different color, you got to change those. If they had something wrong with the equipment, but I saw two players run off. One of them was Zach Leslie. So Nolan Issa just came in to replace him. And Nick Beach ran onto the field as well. We're underway in the state championship game. Our referee is Jay Weiss for Deerfield.
Number 12, Ethan Eddy.
And also it is Tony Baines is AR1 from Verdon, Illinois. Kevin Parker is AR2. He's from Lombard. And the fourth official from Deerfield is Jay Weiss for this match. So we are underway in the state championship game. Alton Marquette going for their third title in boys soccer in school history. And they've got a nice contingent who made the trek here up from Alton for this state title game. 157 miles from 4th Street in Alton for the Marquette Catholic campus here to East Peoria. They're playing in boys football today as well. Last I saw on that side, they were on the losing end of a first round decision in boys football after getting in at 5-4. And yes, in fact, they lost to Fairfield 36.
The substitutions for the starting lineup for UHI Chicago was number 10,
with
Nick
the ball right
Beach,
now.
and number 12,
Chicago University
Nolan
High School,
Issa.
Lab School from Chicago University. It's on East 59th Street in the Hyde Park neighborhood, right next to Jackson Park, the Museum of Science and Industry as well. They're on the south side of Chicago, 170 miles away. Won a girls tennis state title last weekend, looking to get a boys soccer one this weekend. Their first ever trip to state in boys soccer. Before this year, they had won 14 regionals, but had never won a sectional. Got their first one a couple of weeks ago, followed it with the first super sectional. Boys tennis title back in May of 2018. And here, moving forward, is Lynch. He scored yesterday, gets it out wide, Shapiro. And that's deflected to the end line, and it goes out for a corner kick. We'll start there with the Maroons since they're on the attack with the corner kick. Hunter Heyman is their keeper, a junior, 6'3", 26
Corner kick coming up for the
Yesterday was
Maroons.
his 15th shutout. They have held opponents to 2 goals in the postseason while scoring 28 of their own. They did win 1 on penalty kicks in the sectionals, and this header is going to go up and over for another corner.
Mickey Cleffy.
Will Conan,
Taking the corner
number
kick
11, a
once
senior.
again.
Julian
Into the
Mondragon, who
lineup for
scored
the
yesterday, number
Maroons
6.
is number 6,
And
Julian
he subs back in. He was one of the
Mondragon,
2 players that had an equipment
Zach
issue to start
Leslie.
the game. So he and Zach Leslie both ran off right before they start whistle. Now they're both back in. Into the middle, this is headed clear by the Explorers. Zach Leslie, a senior. His brother Jake played for the Maroons, and he's in that back 4. And Evan Solberg, number 28. Back there right now is the sweeper. Mickey Claffey took the 2 corners. Number 19, a senior midfielder with 13 assists on the year. Miles Rochester, number 21, defensive mid. His brother Max played for the Maroons. He scored in the regional final and has 11 goals in his senior campaign. You're going to see a whole lot of number 23, Alex Ball. He was dominant. The attack fed off of him yesterday in the semifinal. The junior scored 14 goals, has 12 assists. Scored in the super sectional and in the regional final. Shapiro goes down after hitting that one out of bounds. Jaden Lynch, number 3, is the other midfielder, scored twice in the super sectional. He also scored his 17th goal of the year yesterday as a senior. Up top, Stanley Shapiro, number 9, who had that last touch as a senior. Tyler Pompaselli, number 18, scored his 4th goal of the year yesterday. And Sam Beck, number 8, a sophomore. His brother Ian played for the Maroons as well. Josh Potter's their head coach, 53 wins, 9 losses in 5 years, 5 ties in 3 years. He's also the PE teacher, been the assistant on the girls' side. They went to the Supers in his first year as an assistant on the girls' program as well. Their Model UN team, best in delegation at the Harvard Model UN Conference in 2018. Their debate team's usually the top 20 in the nation as well. And now they're getting it done in boys soccer. They'll get a free kick here. Former Secretary of Education Arnie Duncan is a Chicago University High alum. They get the ball into the box here. Could not get a shot off, though, and it's cleared away. So is the Illinois Attorney General Kwame Raoul and Paul Stevens, Supreme Court Justice. Chicago University High School alum as well. Moving forward, Alton Marquette, their first real pressure of this match, chipping it in for Heyman to come pick up. They won their own regional, combined 11-0 in those 2 games. They went to Elmhurst for the sectional at IC Catholic. They beat Montini 7-1. They beat Timothy Christian in penalty kicks 5-3. Mickey Claffey had the winner there. And they beat Joliet Catholic Academy, the Stag Super Sectional in Palos Hills, 6-0. Their first ever trip to state, an enrollment of 545 of the Independent School League Conference for Josh Potter. They lost in the sectional final last year. For Alton Marquette, as they move forward now, here's their star on the ball, number 2, Aaron Bolch. Knocked away from him and out of bounds. Joseph Goldstaff is the keeper, one of their captains, 6'3" senior. Went over 2,000 minutes played on the season in last night's semifinal win. He has 10 shutouts this year in 27 games, has allowed 26 goals. Brett Terry, number 21, is on that left wing. He's a defender. Left back for the senior, Lucas Gratton, who got a yellow card yesterday, is a sophomore in the middle, with Matt Lair, number 19, also a sophomore, and Justin Atkinson, who scored in the shootout, number 16, a sophomore. You'll see a lot of him on free kicks throughout the night. Trey Davis in the middle, number 8, freshman with 5 goals. Isaac Hendrickson, a sophomore with 5 goals, is number 5, and Nick Lafata, number 11. He's very active. Had a hat trick in the regional final, all sectional selection. 16 goals, 16 assists this year for the senior Lafata, who got a yellow card yesterday and also converted their first shootout goal last night. Aaron Bolch, number 2, he's all over. This ball's intended for him, didn't quite get there. He had a goal yesterday on a free kick. He also had a yellow card after the celebration of that goal. And he set up their second goal as his shot was rebounded right at the feet of Luke Atkinson. This ball into the box, knocked away from Bolch. He's a senior all-stater, 2 hat tricks this year, 1 in the regional semifinal. Also 2 other games with 2 goals. Last night's goal was the 60th of his career. He had a goal and 2 assists in the state semifinal 2 years ago, right here on this field at East Peoria. Noah McClintock, number 6, is their other attacking wing. Senior scored the game-winning goal in the Super Sectionals. He scored the game-winning shootout yesterday in penalty kicks. And here's a steal by Alton Marquette moving forward. McClintock, number 6, all sectional with 18 goals and 6 assists. Ball chipped in for McClintock and knocked away from him. Luke Atkinson, who was giving chase right there, number 24, is their other forward. Senior with his 11th goal of the year yesterday to go with 9 assists. Scored in the Super Sectional in the first half, scored yesterday in the second half, and scored twice in the regional final. He skied it over in the shootout, but had a really good and active game yesterday. He and his brother Justin Atkinson both took part in that shootout. Their dad played at Granite City for Gene Baker, who won multiple state titles at Granite City, and then coached their current coach, Tim Gold, at Blackburn College. Tim Gold in his first year at Alton Marquette, 19-3-5 for the Explorers under Tim Gold. And here's a giveaway setting up U-High. That's going to roll towards the end line. Not kept in bounds. That'll be a goal kick. Tim Gold coached at Carlinville High School from 07 to 12, amassing exactly 100 wins. 47 losses at Carlinville High School. Then he coached at Blackburn College in Carlinville. He also coached college soccer in the state of Mississippi, came back to the St. Louis area to take over this Alton Marquette job in his first year. And they're in the state title game. Players in the article yesterday from the Alton newspapers really gave Coach Gold a lot of credit for changing their formation at halftime when they were very fortunate to be down just 2-1. They cleared a ball off of the line. They also had a ball hit the post, and they scored with 1.8 seconds left on a free kick. They went in 2-1, and he sensed the momentum, changed up the formation, made them more attack-friendly, and that's exactly what they did in that second half. They attacked, and they won in the shootout. Sent forward by Alton Marquette. They're 157 miles, as I mentioned, East Peoria. Their fans made the trek up. There's a lot of students here. They're bundled in blankets. The first few rows of the bleachers. Shot comes in, saved by goal scorer. They are bundled in blankets. You can't hear a whole lot of the clapping because everybody's wearing gloves. The wind has died down, but they are making a lot of noise from the Alton Marquette side. The win for the first game today, the third place game, won by Quincy Notre Dame, was about 15 miles an hour. That flag behind the goal that U-High is shooting at here in the second half is barely moving. We're down about 40 degrees as that took a ricochet right off of the face of Lafada. That hurts at any time, but especially on a cold day like today. Alton Marquette with 6 state titles in their school history, 2 in boys soccer, 2 in baseball, 1980 and 1984, girls soccer in 2011, and girls golf in 2010. Ball comes all the way through to Goldstorf. They've got second place finishes in baseball, 88, football, 82, girls soccer, 09, and softball, 13. Boys soccer winning their 11th regional, their 4th sectional, and their 3rd super sectional. Every time they've come to state, they've won a title. Former Notre Dame and NFL punter Craig Hentrick went to Alton Marquette, won a Super Bowl with the Green Bay Packers, played in the Super Bowl with the Tennessee Titans that lost to the St. Louis Rams in '99, and he punted at Notre Dame. Back at midfield for Chicago U-High. Sending it into the box. Goldstorf comes up with it. Attack so far from U-High. They've had the better part of the possession. Marquette's path to this state title game appearance. They won their own regional. They beat the Staunton Co-op 7-0. They beat Hillsboro 8-0. Then they went to the Sacred Heart Griffin sectional in Springfield. They beat the hosts 4-0, and then they beat the Riverton Co-op 1-0. Super sectionals, they went to Breeze, and they got revenge as this ball is going to hit the side netting. They got revenge against Columbia 2-1. Columbia hit out to them in a 2A regional final. Last year, after winning the title in 2017, Alton Marquette went up to 2A last year, won their first 2A game, and then lost in the regional final. An enrollment of 683 out of the Prairie State Conference. In Madison County. For the Alton Marquette Explorers, they won yesterday in a shootout.
In for the Marquette Explorers is number 22, Miles Peniagua.
First sub
with number 12
of the day, and here comes Bolch moving forward. Bolch gets it onto his left foot. Rolls it across towards number 12, Ethan Eddy. He and Miles Peniagua both just subbed in. We're 14 minutes gone by here in this first half, and a couple decent scoring opportunities thus far. Now it's into the box and diving for it. How about that play from the Maroons keeper, Hunter Heyman, just flying towards the top of the 18. Down the right sideline here. Crossed in and cleared back out. And that'll go out of bounds for a throw-in. Midfield, U-High. Gets it back, that's Ball, and a nice tackle. Comes back towards Ball, and Marquette gets to it first. This ball go all the way back and knocked out of bounds. We got a whistle here. And an injured player. That's Bolch. He is slow getting up. He hurt his knee a couple of weeks ago. He has played through it. They stopped the clock, so he's going to have to come off. And he sprints off here. Sure, he'll go to the sideline and be ready to come right back in. He is wearing a brace on his left knee.
Explorers is number 4, Drew Whitelaw.
Drew Whitelaw comes in, and Bolch doesn't even go to the bench. I think they just told him he's got to get looked at by the trainer because he came off. So he just took his brace off and is going to just put it back on and let the trainer take a look at the knee. Throw in for Alton Marquette. Miles Rochester popped that up in the air. And all the way through to Heyman. Booted across midfield. Headed forward by Claffey, and they couldn't get much to it. U-High had a couple corner kicks early on. Play's been more in the midfield here for the last few minutes. Goldstorff will punt it away. Gets it across midfield, collision. They play it off to the side. Leslie switches fields on it. Now towards the middle of the field. Pompicelli. He lost it. Marquette chips it through. That gets all the way through. Shot is good! Miscommunication in the back line by the Maroons, and capitalizing on it for Alton Marquette. Off of their bench is Miles Paniagua, the freshman, with his 4th goal of the season. 22:50 left in the first half. Wow, that ball sent through. Miscommunication in the back line for the Maroons. Nobody went and got it.
Marquette Catholic Explorer goal scored by number 22.
Paniagua just kept right on going. Did not stop at all. And put it in the back of the net.
Unassisted.
No assist given as that ball was hit
in the lineup for the
by
Maroons
U-High
is number
backwards.
22.
Paniagua capitalized. So 1-0. Alton Marquette never led yesterday. They won on the shootout, on the last kick of the shootout. Here's Ball. Ball moving forward, over to the right side, chipped in and headed down. First time this week that the Maroons have trailed. The last time they trailed, they didn't trail in the Super Sectional, which they won 6-0. They were down 1-0 to Timothy Christian in the sectional final in the second half. Timothy Christian scored, and about 2 minutes later, UI scored to tie it, and they won that in a shootout. But Alton Marquette yesterday, they went down 3 minutes into the game. 3 minutes and 9 seconds to be exact. Then they gave up a second. Scored one at the end of the first half, scored early second half, then played to a stalemate all the way through. In the shootout, they were down 1-0, and they were down 2-1 before they made their last two kicks through Justin Atkinson and Noah McClintock to win that shootout 3-2. Midfield, Leslie fights to get it back. Now it's the Ball. Ball has it knocked away. He can't get it back from there. And that'll roll to the sidelines, not a bounce.
It's a state championship. It's okay. We're scaring the small kids.
Substitution,
Into
Bolch
lineup for the
is back
Explorers is
in.
number 2, Aaron Bolch.
Throw in for the Explorers after Bolch sub back in. Right side, knocked away. Marquette moving forward near midfield here. Cross midfield and trying to get it to Paniagua again. He ran onto a ball just like that to score the goal. Into the middle, here's Shapiro. Collision. Midfield and launched all the way down to the box. Bolch was in the middle, and now he's going to try to run it down. Lafata. Paniagua now back to Lafata. Switches fields, but switches it too far. Bolch near the sideline will keep it inbounds, but that's all he can do, and then it goes out on the next kick.
Into the lineup for the Explorers is number 6, Noah McClintock.
McClintock back
On
in.
with number 24, Luke Atkinson.
Luke Atkinson as well. They subbed
For the Maroons,
McClintock in
entering
and
the
out
game is
pretty
number
frequently
22,
yesterday,
Kenneth
keeping him
Peters.
fresh. And now ready to go again. High launches it all the way down. Booted by Goldstorff. Still in the first half here. The state championship game. Alton Marquette looking for their third title. Second in the last 3 seasons. They won on this field in the fall of 2017. One other game still going on in 3A, and that's Algonquin Jacobs and Carpentersville Dundee Crown. And that sectional final that was delayed from yesterday. There's no score posted on that one yet. Nice move. Bolt still going, and then knocked away from him towards the sideline. Middle of the field, settled by U-High. They're trying to move forward now through Lynch. Headed back. And over to the side, and that's going to roll till it goes out of bounds. Midfield, header, popped straight up in the air. Fada and Lynch are going for that one. And Jacobs won that sectional. 6th round of the penalty shootout, Jacobs gets the win, so that'll finish the field of the final 8 in 3A with Tuesday night super sectionals coming up. 2A and 3A, and then we'll have state tournament next weekend at Hoffman Estates. Here's Bolts, knocked away. Good defense right there. Mondragon stepped up to knock it away from Bolts. Now it's Mondragon, shoved off the ball and fouled by LaFada. You're watching live coverage of the 2019 IHSA Boys Soccer Championships on the NFHS Network. Sent into the box and caught by Goldstorff. NFHSnetwork.com/IHSA is your destination for the most comprehensive coverage of Illinois high school championship action. From live games to full game replays to highlights, it's all there at NFHSnetwork.com/IHSA. Marquette back to get it. At midfield to Bolch. Back pass. They'll try the right side now. McClintock kept it in bounds. McClintock knocked away. He'll get a throw in. The only team left in 3A that made it to state last year is Naperville North. They're the defending champions after beating Libertyville 1-0 in last year's state championship. Naperville North and Libertyville had played in the last 2 state title games, both won by Naperville North. In fact, they've won
Entering the
3 in a row. They've got an opportunity to get that 4-peat. They will play in the Super Sectional against Berwyn Cicero Morton, while Chicago St. Patrick plays Fremd. Algonquin Jacobs plays West Chicago, and Lincoln Way West will play Edwardsville. Crystal Lake South, the defending champions in 2A, is out. Peoria Notre Dame, who got second last year, they're alive. They'll play Bennett Academy. Chicago Noble plays Burbank St. Lawrence. Troy Triad will play Morton here in the Peoria area. And actually, check that. I misread that. Crystal Lake South is still alive. They play Niles Notre Dame. So they've got the chance to repeat as well. In fact, we could have a title game rematch because Crystal Lake South and Peoria Notre Dame are on opposite sides of the 2019 bracket, just like they were last year when that state title game in 2A was won in a penalty kick shootout by Crystal Lake South. They led 2-1 at halftime. And Notre Dame tied that game at 3-3 with 3 minutes to play. And the shootout wins to Crystal Lake South 4-3. So we won't have a repeat in 1A as Quincy Notre Dame lost yesterday. We could have repeat winners in 2A and 3A. Alton Marquette looking for their third state title. They lead this 1A state title game 1-0. Looking to get it. McClintock sends in the cross, headed away by U-High. Deep ball to the far post, and offside flag was up. Next week we're 11 a.m., 1 p.m. on Saturday. And that 1 p.m. will be the 2A title game. Then 5 and 7 p.m. for 3A with that 7 p.m. 3A title game. Into the box, turn, shot deflected. It's been all Alton Marquette over the last 10 minutes. They grab the winner, now a counterattack ball. Tried to get it to the outside and could not. That goes out of bounds by the bench. 11 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the first half. 1-0. For Alton Marquette. Here it comes to the box and knocked away by U-High.
You should already have been there. Why get up there?
Ball. To the left side. IHSA to ball. They really used IHSA as a weapon yesterday with his long throw-ins. They've not been able to do that yet in this one. Throw in. And that will go right back out of bounds.
Right there. Right there.
Into the middle of the field. Kickball back and forth now between the two teams. Whistle. Substitutions. 3 of them in for Alton Marquette.
Entering the Marquette Explorers lineup is number 22, Miles Peniagua. Number 5, Isaac
Peniagua,
Henderson.
who scored the
And
goal,
number 4,
comes back
Duke
in.
Legwall.
Bolch, middle of the field, left-footed shot deflected. Couldn't get that around Miles Rochester. It was right in front of him there. Pass back. Into the box, bouncing around. Cleared out, at least for the moment. Defense has been scrappy for the Maroons here in the first half, especially the last 15 minutes or so. Okay, putting the pressure on. They've got a throw in here. On the left side, knocked away. Ball. Dishes it off. Zhang to Lynch. Lynch drops it backwards. This is IHSA. Rochester. Ball. Through to Lynch. Lynch keeps it on his foot. Can he get a shot? No. Goal scorer quickly off his line and went and got it right past the penalty kick spot. Lynch got a touch off a great ball from Alex Ball, but just could not get a a touch to that one and keep it going. Into the 18 and cleared out. Ball. Through to Lynch. Lynch couldn't get a shot this time either, but much better from U-High over the last couple of minutes. They're ready again. Fighting the middle of the field for the ball. Lynch tracks it down. Lynch pass never made it to its intended target. Solberg flicked on. Falls to the feet for U-High. Nice dish. Peters. Rochester from distance took a deflection and went wide. That hit off another Maroons player. Goldstrofer is going to the far post, and suddenly the ball ricocheted, went to the near post. All the way through, and foul called against U-High. Free kick coming. Bolch and Atkinson are both standing there. Now Bolch will move away. This is about 40 yards from goal. We saw Justin Atkinson yesterday give a lot of good service from this distance on free kicks. Does that again into the box, and that just went past the post. Nobody got a touch on it. Skipped right on through.
Into the game for the Marquette Explorers is number 7, Jonah Fonestock.
Fonestock checks in. Goldstorff will put it away. U-High at midfield, ball. Chipped over the defense. Paniagua can't get to it, and IHSA will usher it out of bounds, but it's a throw in. Clock's at 3 minutes and 50 seconds in the first half. 1-0 for Alton Marquette. And then off the crossbar. Man, they almost double the lead right there from distance too. Hit the crossbar and then cleared out by U-High. Now back in and for Heyman to pick up. Out of bounds for the throw in here for U-High. Now they've got it again. Right for another throw in for Marquette. Last 3 minutes of this first half. And that's going to go against U-High. sent in for Marquette, and they win the header back. Bolch from distance, saved by Heyman. That was from 30 yards out. Right side throw in for the Maroons. Again, the Marquette Explorers with a goal in this one came from an unlikely source off the bench from Miles Paniagua, freshman, 17 minutes and 10 seconds into this match. They've got a 1-0 lead, under 90 seconds to go now in the first half. Throw in for Marquette on that far sideline, Atkinson. Atkinson drops it back.
1 minute left to play. Into the lineup for the Explorers of Marquette.
Lights have taken full
number
effect
6,
here as
Noah
the
McClintock.
sun finally goes
Number
down behind the
24,
trees
Luke Atkinson.
surrounding the East Side Center. They're up the hill from the Illinois River, and this ball goes out of bounds. 30 seconds left in the first half, 1-0. Whistle and a foul against Marquette. U-High with the quick restart, but that went down the right side. Couldn't do anything with it. And they weren't ready for the restart anyway, so it'll come all the way back. And all that did was cost U-High 20 seconds.
5,
the first half
4,
will come
3,
to a close. 1-0 for Alton Marquette. They're 40 minutes away from the
And
state title in boys soccer.
40 minutes.
U-High will look
of
to
the
bounce back
IHSA
and get it
Boys
even.
1A State
We'll have the second
Soccer
half coming up in
Championship
10 minutes on the NFHS Network.
with the Explorers of Marquette Catholic leading 1-0. I'd like to remind everyone that
Not only is Country Financial our insurance, but they treated us like family.
Relationships are the single most important piece of the puzzle. We always ask this question: what is the right thing to do?
long-sleeve t-shirt, hats, stocking caps. The souvenir stand is right next to the concession stand.
It's not just the ships, the armor, or the aircraft. It's something more. It's the will to fight and determination to win, found inside each and every Marine that answers a nation's call. Battles won.
Yet athletes, better citizens.
All across America, teenagers are making a difference, gaining respect, and changing the future. Here in Illinois, the future is now. 16 and 17-year-olds can now register to be organ tissue donors in Illinois. Nearly 5,000 people in our state need a life-saving organ, and about 300 people die every year waiting. Be part of the solution. Join the Illinois Secretary of State's Organ Tissue Donor Registry. Register at lifegoeson.com.
IHSA fans, did you know that construction is the fastest growing industry in America? The Laborers International Union of North America, LIUNA, is a recognized leader in construction training. LIUNA members earn as they learn, receive great pay and benefits, and are part of the most diverse workforce in Illinois. It's time to start your career in construction with LIUNA. Visit liunacareers.org. At this time, will an administrator from U-High Chicago and Marquette Catholic please come up to the press box? Administrator from Chicago, U-High, and Marquette Catholic, please come up to the press box. Thank you. Introducing the $3 Little John from Jimmy John's, a skinny mini version of any original Jimmy John sandwich. Order a $3 Little John at jimmyjohns.com or with Jimmy John's app at participating locations. Taxes and delivery fees are extra. Jimmy John's is proud to support the IHSA Boys Class 1A Soccer State Final. At Jimmy John's, they bake fresh bread all day, so it's always served less than 4 hours out of the oven. They slice all natural meats to perfection, and they hand slice fresh veggies daily because the sandwiches are great. Order today and see the details at jimmyjohns.com. Attention fans, UC Bank is an Illinois institution that celebrated its 150th anniversary of helping people and serving communities in 2018. As a proud new partner for IHSA Championships, UC Bank wishes all competing teams at this weekend's Boys Soccer State Championship good luck, helping make dreams come true since 1868. UC Bank, visit them online at www.busey.com. Fans, the IHSA is proud to recognize the United States Marine Corps as a corporate partner. Every day, the men and women of the United States Marine Corps demonstrate their commitment to defend the American way of life. To learn more about the Marines, visit the display on the concourse. Country Financial wishes the best of luck to all of the athletes here today. The passion and dedication these athletes show for their support is the same as the passion and dedication our financial representatives provide for their clients. Gatorade, for athletes who move the game forward, we're creating the fuel to do the same. Fueling today, fueling the future, fueling the student athletes and teams competing in all IHSA state final events. Attention student sections, it's time for you to get recognized for being loud and proud. The IHSA State Advisory Committee is holding its 5th annual Student Section Showdown to crown the 2 best student sections in the state based on sportsmanship and spirit. To compete, all you have to do is submit a video of your student section in action. Check the Student Section Showdown button on the front page of IHSA.org for more information. IHSA State Final events are celebrated by schools, competitors, coaches, committees, and fans like each year, and rightfully so. But it is also important to remember that only a small percentage of IHSA participants reach this level of competition. The IHSA exists to foster participation opportunities that will develop and instill positive characteristics that will stay with students long after high school. The future plays here. Player safety is the IHSA's top priority, and the Play Smart, Play Hard initiative is...
It's not just the ships, the armor, or the aircraft. It's something more. It's the will to fight and determination to win, found inside each and every Marine that answers a nation's call. Battles won.
All across America, teenagers are making a difference, gaining respect, and changing the future. Here in Illinois, the future is now. 16 and 17-year-olds can now register to be organ tissue donors in Illinois. Nearly 5,000 people in our state need a life-saving organ, and about 300 people die every year waiting. Be part of the solution. Join the Illinois Secretary of State's Organ Tissue Donor Registry. Register at lifegoeson.com.
The new $3 Little John from Jimmy John's is just like our original sandwiches, only littler. So we bought a little ad on Lil John.
Little John, yeah! $3, what?
The IHSA would also like to thank the ball boys for helping out in this tournament this weekend. Thank you very much to the East Peoria players and students who have participated in being ball boys. Thank you.
Welcome back to the IHSA 1A Boys Soccer State Championships. 1-0. Alton Marquette leads as we start the second half. Nathan Believa with you from East Peoria, Illinois, in the East Side Center.
Souvenirs.
Next week we'll be at Hoffman Estates High School for the 2A and 3A state finals.
And a variety of state final
2A gets us
apparel.
started on Friday at 1 p.m. with the first semi.
Sportswear
1 p.m. and 3
to pick
p.m.
up
and
your
then
official
3 will be
IHSA
5 p.m.
state
and
final
7
merchandise.
p.m. on Friday.
It's located
Time
right
shift
next
on
to
Saturday a little
concession stand.
earlier with 11 a.m. for the third place game in 2A and 1 p.m. for the state title, and then 5 and 7 still for the 3A third place game and state title on Saturday at Hoffman Estates High School. We're underway. Alton Marquette now going right to left, and they kick it deep. The 1-0 lead to start the second half, and Hunter Heyman, the keeper, will pick it up. U-High looking to bounce back and get this game even. While the Explorers from Alton Marquette looking to double the lead at this point. 1-0 lead through freshman Miles Paniagua. Ball sent in and just over. Nice speculative effort there from IHSA. Wind is picked back up. Still not as strong as it was during the third place game today, but it is stronger now than it was in the first half, when at times it was having an impact at all on this match. Aaron Bolch drops it back. Nice move, Brett Terry. Terry had a very nice second half yesterday. He was among the changes they made. They pushed him a little farther forward yesterday in the second half from his left back spot, which is where he is now. Ball through, and Heyman will pick it up. Back the right side for U-High. IHSA gives it up and cleared away. Middle of the field, U-High trying to settle. They do. All the way back. Into the middle. Looking for Smith. Shapiro's up there as well. Shapiro knocks it back. Shot attempt is deflected down, and now to the left side, right in the middle, sent on, and Goldsdorf has to dive for it. That's the best effort so far in the box for the Maroons of University High School. Back across midfield. They'll have it again.
Do it.
Marquette boots it back across midfield. U-High, Rochester, long boot. Down that left sideline. Now to the middle. Most of the play in the second half has been on that far left sideline in front of the benches. Now it changes up. Terry. They try to get it to Bolts, knocked back by Rochester, and they'll clear it all the way back to the defense. Marquette knocked down. Rochester plays it out wide for IHSA. IHSA for Ball. Ball gets it forward. Nice one. Claffey had a touch. Now over on the left side. Marquette went to get that, and they did keep it. Inbounds. Bolch is 1-on-4. That's not going to stop him. He gets a little bit of help, and it gets hit out to the right side. He keeps it inbounds, cuts it back in, and then has it knocked away, but out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Marquette. What effort and work for Aaron Bolch on that one. Nicely done, and he got the throw-in to keep it alive for the Explorers. Again, knocked out of bounds. Throw in for U-High. Down the left side again for University High School. Had a couple of good balls into the box in this half. Had a good effort on goal as well. IHSA sends it in, but the intended target fell down. That was Lynch. Rochester gets it into the box, but Marquette will take it from there. Goldsdorf. Holding on to it. Now we'll put it away. Takes a big bounce off the turf and back into the control of the Maroons, but now taken away. U-High gave up possession there. Could not get it to Bolts. He's the target of most of those through balls. But U-High's been stepping up, making sure those balls don't get through to Aaron Bolts, the intended target. They're going to move IHSA way back here before he takes this throw in. Long throw. Terry for Marquette. Still on it. Steps over the ball towards the edge of the box. Over to the sideline, has his pocket pick there. And it'll be a throw in for the Maroons. IHSA passes it backwards. Rochester gets it near midfield, but couldn't find a teammate. Terry again. Terry launches into the box, and Heyman colliding with the teammate, but punched it away. And now Marquette's got it again. Knocked out of bounds, and that's going to be against Marquette. I think the flag was up on that far sideline. So they'll serve it up and get it near midfield here. Whistle, and that's going to go the other way. So Marquette will be in a pretty good spot to at least serve one into the box here and get an opportunity at goal. Atkinson with the left foot, he's on it. Sends it in low and a miss hit. Not sure they got any kind of connection on that actually, and it rolls all the way through and out of bounds. It was last touched by the Maroons to go for a Alton Marquette throw in, and they're going to make a couple substitutions. 2 new players in for the Explorers. Headed back towards the sideline.
Into lineup for the Explorers of Marquette is number 9, David Kane, along with number 22, Miles.
Knocked away. Lisa gets it back. Now to Rochester. Rochester goes left side with it. Maroons moving forward across midfield. Chipped all the way across to IHSA. IHSA, couple dribbles. In for the back post and looking for the head of Lynch in the box, but he could not connect. Now it's Marquette looking to sprint down the sideline. Bolts in the middle, couldn't find him. Shapiro intercepted, hit back over his head. To the sidelines and out of bounds.
Let's go, White. Work hard now. Work hard. Come on, Marquez. Get control.
Collision. Ball went straight up in the air. Now IHSA's got it again. Launching for the edge of the 18. Knocked away. Shot sent in, but deflected. Didn't even get inside the box off of that deflection. Back across midfield. Uhi's really pushing forward now. Bolch is offside. Flag went up. You can purchase a DVD keepsake copy of today's event by clicking on the blue Get the DVD button directly under your event player, or click on the Buy a DVD button in the top right-hand corner of the NFHS Network website. You can also click the digital copy button under the event video player to download a digital copy of this event right to your computer. 1-0 Alton Marquette leads in the state championship game in 1A. A little bit more than 10 minutes have been played here in the second half. 40-minute halves. If we're tied at the end of regulation, it's 20 minutes of overtime, 2 10-minute halves. Not a golden goal situation, and if tied after that, it's penalty kicks. That's how Alton Marquette got to this spot. They went through the extra 20 minutes of overtime scoreless last night with Quincy Notre Dame, and then won 3-2 in the shootout after the game was tied 2-2. Through regulation and overtime, ball sent through here, and Goldstorff will pick it up for the Marquette Explorers. Now it's back to Lynch. Turn, couldn't get a shot off there, though, and it's Sent in and wide. Off of the opportunity by the Maroons. So they've really pushed forward, opening things up, trying to find the equalizer. To Miles Paniagua's goal, which came 17 minutes into this contest. He came in off the bench. Ball bounced to the box, and he was the only one who kept on going and beat Hunter Heyman at the near post for that goal. Out of bounds. It'll be a U-high throw in. IHSA's on it. Threw it across midfield. Now gets it back. Lynch. Lynch turns around. Little give and go. Gets it back into the middle field. Nice pass through. Looking for Ball. Alex Ball's been active here this weekend. More so last night than today, but still has a lot of playmaking in this one too, and it'll roll all the way down. U-high to IHSA. Over the head of the intended target here. Left side. Sent in and cleared out. That was a nice ball that went out wide for Zhang, and this one's going way over everything. That cleared the back part of the track too. Just kept on going. Ball boy. Cross midfield. Boot back off of the goal kick. Nice spin move. Lafata, then he lost it. Charging through for the Maroons on the left side, into the middle. Shot from outside the 18, and that goes wide. Mickey Claffey gave it a go there from distance. Another goal kick for Alton Marquette.
Return to the lineup for
25 minutes to go in regulation.
Number 4, Drew Whitelaw.
Whitelaw back in.
McClintock.
McClintock as well for the Explorers. Throw in by IHSA. Cleared out to midfield. Rochester slides a through ball. Lynch not going to get there. Goldstorff quickly off his line to go get that ball. But a nice thought by Rochester looking for Lynch into the box as he beat the offside line. Trying to get to Shapiro, goes past him. Terry. Knocked out, throw in coming. Substitution as well. Marquette making the sub.
Into the lineup for the Explorers is number 24, Luke Atkinson.
Atkinson back in, starter up top. This Explorers team, he scored a goal yesterday, the game tying goal, early second half. Down the right sideline for Marquette, can't get to it. The Maroons go the other way. Again, stopped outside the 18. Marquette's defense has held that back line. There's 3 of them. They're standing about 5 yards outside of the 18 now, and a fourth boy will come back to join them on that far right sideline. Pulled that trap further and further, and UHI's not been able to open it up or go over the top of it. IHSA to the middle of the field. Out wide right. Player running in behind him, that's Lynch. Drops it off for Rochester. Rochester for IHSA. IHSA chips it in for Lynch, headed on and just wide. Great opportunity there for the Maroons. High school sports fans, never miss another game. Become a subscriber to the NFHS network to watch live event coverage, game replays, and highlights from high school sporting events across of athletes, thousands of games. One NFHSnetwork.com. High school happens here. Bolch hits the ground, but no call. Is the ball was stolen away from him, and now the other way, there is going to be a call, and there's going to be a card. A card against Alton Marquette here. That goes against number 8, Dre Davis, on the collision. So here's a free kick.
Yellow card was issued to Marquette Explorer number 8, Dre Davis, at 58-16 of the game.
Rochester
entering the
send
lineup
it
for
in.
the Explorers is number 5,
From midfield,
Isaac Hendrickson.
Isaac Hendrickson back in, replacing Davis after that card. Ball sent into the box. Headed out by Marquette. Right near midfield, out of bounds, and that'll go to Alton Marquette on the throw in. Headed back across midfield. Marquette ball. Looking to get it into McClintock, knocked away, and that's going to be a goal kick and a sub in.
Return to the for the Explorers is number 8, Dre Davis.
Dre Davis right back in.
Get this ball.
Back on the right side. Marquette punches it back across midfield. Maroons not made as many subs here in the second half, going with this crew. They've had a couple good opportunities. A header went just wide by Lynch. Also had one that went just over from distance as well. IHSA sliding, and that touched him last and went out of bounds. He slid and tackled that away perfectly. But hit it too strong and it went out of bounds. Throw in for Marquette. In the air towards the box. Pop straight up off the foot of Mondragon. Collision and shot from distance is hit just over. Wow, what a shot that was.
Corner kick coming up for
Just
the Explorers. Taking the corner kick will be number 24, Luke Atkinson.
Let it fly, and Heyman, who was off his line, had to scramble back and jump
Into
to punch
game.
that one over the bar.
Was number 22, Miles
Paniagua subs in, and corner kick coming. Cleared away by U-High. Ball turns and heads upfield. Now retreats and switches fields. Finds Rochester. Rochester down the right sideline. Sends it on through for Lynch. Lynch back heel flick. Top of the 18. Passes it through. Shot coming in, and that is goal to tie the game. 1-1. What a play. Rochester went to Lynch, and they slid it over, and Shapiro buried it from the wing. Golsdorf was off the line, and Shapiro beat him high. Stanley Shapiro with his second goal of the season, and give Jaden Lynch his 10th assist. And we've got a tie game with 18-12.
U-High Chicago
left to play.
Scored by number 9, Stanley Shapiro. Assisted by number 3,
Into the
Jaden
box,
Lynch.
and it's a 1-1 ball game. U-High pushing forward again. Let's see what kind of drama we've got in store tonight. 18 minutes to go. Midfield, and Marquette knocked it out of bounds there for a throw-in. Today's game's available for all subscribers via our mobile website. You can log on to nfhsnetwork.com from your smartphone or your tablet and view live games or replays from anywhere. Stanley Shapiro, want to check out that replay. His second goal of the year. Gets the state championship game even. Ball sent through over the head of the defenders, but Heyman can get to it before Bolch can. Towards the sideline, and some contact there in front of the U-High bench, but it'll go just as a throw-in. Headed back towards midfield. Shapiro. His goal tied the game. He slides it into the middle of the box. Down, shot deflected. Shot from distance, and Golsdorf goes up to get that one. Ball bouncing over one line of defense. Headed on, now it's Mondragon for IHSA. IHSA launches it to Lynch, touched it over to Ball. Ball dancing through the middle. Gets it back to Lynch, he's offside. He was in on goal, and he'll put it in, but it's not going to count. That flag was up, and it went up right away. 25 yards out. Lynch was ruled offside. The U-High supporters were going nuts. But a flag was up, and offside's the call. Ball made the play happen there. Rochester got ahead to it. Now LaFata for Bolch. Bolch, slide tackled away nicely by Mondragon. Bolch Threw it in, but the whistle blew, so 2 Marquette subs could come into the ball game.
Return to the
Under
lineup
15
for
minutes to go
Marquette.
in regulation, 1-1.
Here's number 6, Noah McClintock, along with number 24, Luke Atkinson.
McClintock and Atkinson. Both just sub back in. Fada. Knocked away, intercepted. Here's Ball. Ball goes down, no call. Terry cleared away at the edge of the 18. Marquette can reset.
Keep working wide.
Miss hit. Claffey got a touch. Collision and no call as both guys were going for the ball there. So play on. Now it's Marquette. Knocked away. Back to midfield. And the whistle's going to blow. And foul went against Marquette. Might have been Brett Terry that the official ran over to get away from his competitor there. Jay Weiss, the referee today. Throw in coming for the Maroons. University High School in Chicago. Ball sent forward and immediately back to midfield. Rochester. Chipping it, didn't get to ball. Back towards Rochester and booted, the big boot all the way downfield. Far left side now. Conan. Lynch sends it to the edge of the 18, knocked back, and Marquette's on the break. They don't have numbers, but they do have the ball, sending it forward for Bolt, running to the box, and it's going to go all the way through to Heyman. IHSA and Mondragon had Bolt's sandwich there, so he couldn't get free. That allowed Heyman to come get it. Bolch drops it, and it goes out of bounds. Trying to drop it backwards to McClintock. Sub in for the Maroons. Shapiro, the goal scorer, goes out. Kenneth Peters subs back in.
Is number 22.
12 minutes left to go.
Kenneth Peters.
IHSA's long throw intended for Peters. Didn't ever get there and out of bounds off of U-High. Miss hit here for another Marquette throw in. They go quickly trying to catch him napping, but IHSA gets back and gets control of the ball. LaFada. Terry. Left foot swings it in. Headed down and cleared, but not all the way out of trouble. Conan gets to it on that far sideline. Conan carries it up the sideline, still going to midfield. Took a Maroons ricochet, but now it's back to Marquette. Out wide for Peters. Kenneth Peters makes a move. Just came in off the bench. Fresh legs, little give and go. Back to Peters. Chips it over the defender. It's headed back to Goldstorff. Marquette sliding it through to Bolch. It got there off a ricochet. Bolch kind of bodied off the ball there. Zach Leslie and cleared out across midfield. Under 10 minutes to play in regulation. It's been 8 minutes since the Maroons tied the game through Stanley Shapiro. You can purchase a DVD keepsake copy of today's event. Click on the blue Get the DVD button directly under your event video player, or click on the Buy a DVD button on the top right-hand corner of the NFHS Network website. You can also click the digital copy button under the event video player to download a digital copy of this event right to your computer. Mickey Claffey for Jaden Lynch. Lynch runs onto it, has it knocked away, and then gets it back. Rochester. Out wide for IHSA. IHSA serves it into the box. Peters couldn't get there. It drops down, shot in, is good! What a goal by the Maroons of U-High! Off of the deflection. And that ball was buried into the back of the net, and it's 2-1 to the Maroons. They did not lead earlier at all. They didn't lead last night until there was 16 minutes left in regulation. Now let's see how the pace changes. IHSA sent it in. Peters tried to hit it. It popped up into the air and was buried
by number 23,
into the back of the net by Alex Ball.
At 71-10 of the game. Into the lineup for the Maroons.
What athleticism on that shot, and here comes Ball again. Sends this in from distance, and that's going to go well wide. A little bit of adrenaline on that one for Ball. He let that fly from 40 yards out, but he had just made a very athletic volley for his 15th goal of the year in a 2-1. U-High Maroons lead. What a goal. They've had two nice ones tonight. Shapiro's from the left side that tied the game. And then just short of 10 minutes later, Alex Ball on the volley.
Return to the game for the Explorers is number 7.
To midfield.
Jonah Fonestock.
Down the right sideline for Shapiro. Knocked away, but they intercept. That's Claffey. Rochester. To the right sidelines. Run onto the ball does Marquette. Sliding a couple players into the box. Looking for service here. Now, if they can get a shot off, it's Lafada. Lafada to Atkinson. Now Atkinson double teamed. Drops it all the way back. Terry sends it in. Headed away. That'll go out of bounds on the overkick. You're watching live coverage of the 2019 IHSA Boys Soccer Championships on the NFHS Network. NFHSnetwork.com/IHSA is your destination for the most comprehensive coverage of Illinois high school championship action. From live games to full game replays to highlights, it's all here at NFHSnetwork.com/IHSA. Ball chipped in, and Heyman will grab it again. 6:20 left to play. Again, it's U-High turning. Get it to the outside. Cross back over for Shapiro. Pompasil's in the box. It comes back instead for Claffey. Now Lynch. They get it all the way out wide left. Ball sent in and all the way through for a goal kick.
Into the line for the Explorers of Marquette is number 5, Isaac Hendrickson.
Here's Here's Isaac Hendrickson. Just subbed in, and that's going to go against Marquette. Hendrickson gonna charge forward for Marquette, sends it out wide to Terry. Shapiro at midfield, under 5 minutes to play in regulation. Goldstorff's got it. Battle on the header. Marquette has it. Brett Terry back near midfield now as they switch it up. Again, Marquette with possession. They're pushing forward. They need an equalizer. The last 4 minutes and change here in regulation, the 1A state championship. Marquette scored the only goal in the first half. U-High has both goals of the second half, and they lead 2-1 to Shapiro and Ball. Collision, ball rolls out near midfield, and it's going to go out of bounds for a Marquette throw-in. We've got a sub.
Return to the line for the Explorers is number 4, Drew
Clintock
Whitelaw.
goes out. Whitelaw comes in. Clintock's penalty kick yesterday is what got Marquette into this contest. Play it back to Goldstorff. He gets it near midfield. And launched by the Maroons all the way back, which will run some precious seconds off the clock as Marquette recovers. Ball intercepted. Charging forward, Alex Ball gets it to Shapiro. Shapiro into the box, crosses it, and that went right in towards Goldstorff, who picked it up and slings it out with the left hand. Terry launches, looking for Bolts, couldn't get it to him. Bolts wins it back. Charging forward, off the deflection to LaFata, taken away by Rochester. Rochester dribbles around 2 and now gets it out wide. Couldn't get it to ball though, intercepted. Atkinson pushes forward. LaFata knocked off the ball by Conan, and then he drags Conan to the ground. Little tussle between the two. Lynch steps in and see what the call is here. I think it's going to be a yellow card on LaFata. It is. So a yellow card on LaFata with 2:26 to play. He got one yesterday as well. They are ready to go with this throw in after the yellow card has been issued. 2:26 with the clock stopped.
Yellow card was issued to number 11, Nick LaFata, at 77:38 of the game.
Gets the yellow card, he goes out.
Returning to the game for the Explorers is number 24, Luke Atkinson.
And here's Atkinson. .226 left. Free kick for the Maroons. Cross midfield as Marquette battles for it. Their crowd, a couple of busloads that came up from Alton, trying to will them back into this one to get the equalizing goal and send us to overtime. They were loud last night. They've been loud today too. 2-1 U-High leads. Under 2 minutes to go. Rochester puts a head to it to knock it out of bounds. Marquette sends it forward, and it's knocked backwards and deflected towards the sideline. Bolch tackled down by IHSA, and it's just a throw-in. Bolch is down. If they stop the clock for him, he's got to leave the game. He is struggling to get up right now. Ball sent in and is caught by Heyman as Bolch gets up. Quick throw out the ball. He's 1-on-2 across midfield. He goes down in a heap and did a somersault out of bounds, holding his ankle, and now the clock is stopped with 1:03 left. Ball will have to leave the game as the clock was stopped for his injury. And a foul was called as well. Ball up and headed towards the trainer as he rolled over on the ankle and ended up out of bounds. He's going to have to walk off the field here. However, it's his goal that came with less than 10 minutes to play that has the U-High Maroons 63 seconds away from their first soccer state title in boys or girls soccer. They've won titles in boys and girls tennis. The girls tennis won a week ago. They won 5 titles in boys track and field, all between 1908 and 1919.
For Marquette, for the Marquette Explorers, number 11,
Rochester
Nick Lafata
puts it in play.
2 yellow cards.
So Lafata actually got 2 yellow cards, they're saying. So he's done.
And therefore, that is a soft red.
So hey, he got the soft red card. So he's done, and they're playing a man down and a goal down. 40 seconds left. Throw in. Hit a defender. Now Terry launches. Popped in the air by the edge of the 18. Headed down. Not cleared out. Can they get a shot off here? No, and it goes out towards the sideline near midfield with 20 ticks left. Back near the midfield stripe. It's sent into the box.
10,
with 10 seconds left in the state title. The U-High Maroons with 2 second-half goals win their first ever soccer state championship, and that first place trophy is headed back to Hyde Park on the south side of Chicago. The Maroons from U-High have won the state title, and they will take that championship back to the city of Chicago.
The players to please stay on the field. Do not.
They celebrate the goal by Stanley Shapiro, tied it. The goal by Alex Ball wins it. The Marquette Explorers, some collapse on the field. They gave it their all. They won in a shootout yesterday to get to the state title game over Quincy Notre Dame. But they fall a goal short today. The two teams will shake hands, and then we'll have the trophy presentations for the Marquette Explorers getting their second place medals and trophy, and the state champions from U-High. Congrats to Josh Potter in his 3rd season, his 54th win, now 54-9-5 in 3 years for the U-High Maroons. They finished the year at 22-3-2, and what a week it's been for U-High the last 8 days. Last Saturday, the girls tennis team won a state title, which was their first ever state title in a girls sport. They had some second place finishes in track and field hockey, but had never won a state title in a female sport until last week when they won girls tennis. And now, exactly 1 week later, they win the boys soccer state championship. They've got a 4th place soccer and girls, a 4th place trophy from girls soccer from a couple of years ago, but they had never been past a sectional final until this year. They won their first sectional final in penalty kicks. They won their first ever super sectional 6-0, and they get 2 goals in the second half to win their first ever state title, and they win it 2-1. Alton Marquette gets their second place trophy as well to go with a couple first place trophies over the last 7 years. We will have our trophy presentation here coming up as they get ready for all of those awards. We'll get it over to Hector on PA in just a moment.
Please move back.
Sneak a break in first, and then we'll have all of our trophy presentations coming up next on the NFHS Network.
The 2019 IHSA Soccer Championships are brought to you by Country Financial. Preparing for your financial future doesn't have to be complicated. Take it one simple step at a time at TakeSimpleSteps.com. And by Liuna, proud partner of the IHSA. For more information, visit liunacareers.org.
My name is Ed Marshall, and I'm a Local 2 laborer with KS Energy. One of my most memorable moments of high school was my freshman year when my high school won the state championship in football. What I saw from the upperclassmen was the teamwork that it took to win that state championship. Those guys, many of which went on to become Division I football players, some of which went into the pros, they worked together and they showed us younger fellas what it took to achieve their goals by hard work and dedication. When you're a freshman, you're just trying to survive, but with a lot of hard work and dedication, you end up thriving.
Presenting medallions and trophies are Jay Bowman, the East Peoria Athletic Director, Mr. Gary Stephens, an IHSA soccer clinician and tournament coordinator, and Beth Sauser, the IHSA administrator responsible for boys and girls soccer. At this time, please meet the explorers of Marquette High School, who finished the 2019 season in second place with a final record of 19 wins, 4 losses, and 5 ties. First, meet the principal of Marquette, Mr. Michael Slaughter. The head coach, Tim Gold. The assistant coach, Bradley Weiss. The manager, R.J. Parker. Number 0, Preston Stork. Number 1, Joseph Goldstorff. Number 2, Aaron Bolch. Number 3, Jeff Steven. Number 4, Drew Whitelaw. Number 5, Isaac Hendrickson. Number 6, Noah McClintock. Number 7, Jonah Fonestock. Number 8, Dre Davis. Number 9, David Kane. Number 10, Jacob Morris. Number 11, Nick Lafada. Number 12, Ethan Eddy. Number 14, Devin Thompson. Number 16, Justin Atkinson. Number 17, Lucas Gratton. Number 18, Andrew Rupp. Number 19, Matt Lard. Number 20, Braden Coles. Number 21, Brett Terry. Number 22, Miles Peniagua. Number 23, Charlie Fonestock. And number 24, Luke Atkinson. At this time, please meet the Maroons of University High, who finished the 2019 season in first place with a final record of 22 wins, 3 losses, and 2 ties. First, meet the director of University High, Mr. Charlie Appleman. Athletic Director David Ribbons. The head coach Josh Potter. Assistant coach Bannon Stroud. Assistant coach David Vadabancor. Number 0, Thomas O'Connor. Number 1, Hunter Heyman. Number 2, Antonio Gracias. Number 3, Jaden Lynch. Number 4, Aiden Grant. Number 5, Cole McSwain. Number 6, Julian Mondragon. Number 7, Adrian Ovsnew. Number 8, Samuel Beck. Number 9, Stanley Shapiro. Number 10, Nick Beach. Number 11, Will Conan. Number 12, Nolan Issa. Number 13, Jason Cole. Number 14, Marcelo Pachicano. Number 15, Sean Zhang. Number 16, Ramsey Radwan. Number 17, Philip Kellermeyer. Number 18, Tyler Pampaselli. Number 19, Mickey Cleffy. Number 20, David Kudla. Number 21, Miles Rochester. Number 22, Kenneth Peters. Number 23, Alex Ball. Number 26, Zach Leslie. Number 27, Peter Stern. And number 28, Evan Stolberg. Will Coach Gall and captains from Marquette High School please step forward to receive the second place trophy. Congratulations on a great season. At this time, will Coach Potter and captains from University High School of Chicago please step forward to receive the first place trophy. Congratulations on a great season. And once again, we ask all of our fans to please stay in the stands. All players must stay on the field. Please do not go on the track.
And congrats again to the U-High Maroons from Chicago. They are the 2019 1A state champions, our first of 3 state champions to be crowned here in IHSA next weekend. I'll be up at Hoffman Estates High School. We'll have the 2A and 3A championships. We'll start on Friday with 2A with the first game at 1 p.m. Friday's schedule will be 1 and 3 p.m. for 2A semis, 5 and 7 for 3A semis. Time shift on Saturday, 11 a.m. for the 2A third place game, 1 p.m. for the 2A title, 5 p.m. for the 3A third place game, and 7 p.m. for the 3A title game. Could have repeat winners in 2A and 3A. Crystal Lake South and Naperville North are still alive. Glory Notre Dame, who was runner-up last year, losing in a shootout, they are still in the final 8 in 2A as well. Those super sectionals will be on Tuesday. You'll be able to watch some of them here on the NFHS Network, and then join me next Friday for the 2A soccer title. Congrats to Josh Potter and the Maroons of University High School. They get their first ever won a state title, their first ever boys soccer state title, as well as they knock off Alton Marquette 2-1. For everybody with IHSA and East Peoria High School and the East Side Center, they ran a fantastic event once again this weekend. Big thanks to everybody up here in the press box for all their help, for our entire crew on our camera and our video production as well. I'm Nathan Bleaver. We thank you all for joining us. And the U-High Maroons celebrate again. They're taking that state trophy back to 59th Street in Chicago to the Hyde Park neighborhood, and they'll show it off at school on Monday. That's it from East Side Center and East Peoria on the NFHS Network.